St. Joe has formally requested the Mid-South Association of Independent Schools, the MIS, to drop the Bruins from 6A to the 5A division for the next academic school year.
St. Joe principal Deanna Kinsey called the move to 6A difficult for student athletes. St. Joe simply does not compare in enrollment and athletic budgets to MRA, Jackson Prep, and other 6A powerhouses.
The MIS said it would take Dr. Kinsey's request under advisement.
We just are outsized in 6A. The schools don't match up. It's better competition and safer for our athletes for a move back to 5A where we belong. We have asked MAIS and they have responded, but they will let us know a more definite answer later as they're in the process of changing some other rules and regulations that go with the administration.
We'll have more on this story as it develops. And none other than legendary Mississippi State baseball coach Ron Polk was on campus last weekend to share some words of wisdom with the St. Joe Bruins baseball team.
The Bruin baseball team sold tickets to anyone who wanted to come see him talk. When Saturday came around, the Bruins sold enough tickets to fill up the entire first level of the auditorium.
Yeah, we're very glad to have Coach Ron Polk to come out tonight to share with us. And this is one of our annual fundraisers. This is the first time we've done it this year. We're very excited. Ron Polk is definitely a legend in baseball, and I'm excited to hear what he has to say to the guys and the wisdom he has to impart. And as a coach, you know, I'd love to hear some of the things that made him a successful coach.
Ron Polk opened up the night with absolute comedy, making the entire crowd laugh out of their chair. Then, as he went further into his talk, he stressed the importance of limiting distractions in your life. He gave examples of baseball-thriving countries, such as the Dominican Republic, where the athletes there have little to no distractions. He then correlated his success in his career to taking chances and having little to no distractions. Polk's goal of the talk was to touch the hearts of each player and show his love to them.
Coach Polk's sense of humor was infectious. After his talk, guests had an opportunity to buy a signed copy of Coach Polk's book, and he personally met with every single Bruin baseball player.
It's time to meet your starting five.
Temperature gets cold outside, the Bruins go into hibernation at the Bruin Den, where the boys' basketball team is in full swing. The Bruins had an outstanding season last year, where they went 28-5 in the regular season and 12-0 in district. Unfortunately, the team was unable to take it all the way. The Bruins have been working since the end of last year, looking to compete against the 6A competition this year.
We put in a lot of work this preseason, this offseason. We did a lot of running, a lot of conditioning, a lot of staying in shape. We played a couple of scrimmages also, played some pretty good teams. A lot of competition has been held.
The Bruins played scrimmages in the summer to prepare for the season, and it's paying off. One crucial part of a team is leadership. The Bruins lost a lot of seniors last year, but are now led by seniors Derek Starling, Brandon Cooley, and Jan Michael Williams.
We started the season pretty solid. My main focus in the offseason was getting the weight room, shooting the ball, handling. And this year we have a really young team, so my main focus was to be a leader, set an example.
As far as our player development has been going 7 through 12, it's really important, and we're really glad we have BJ, Jan, and Derek, because all three of them have been in the program for multiple years, and they've been a part of some big games, district championships, South State championships. Those guys have been there for all of it, so they know what it takes to get these guys that we have now back to that stage where we've been in years past. So I'm just grateful for those guys are still here, still putting in big minutes, still coming on off days, on Sundays to get extra shots in, extra reps, so they'll be, you know, setting a good example for the young guys. So once they graduate and go on to do their big things, our 10th and our 11th graders like Will, Brandon, Allen, Chris, Jace, Chase, all those guys will be ready to step up and do the same thing for the generation under them.
The Bruins had a taste of 6A last year, facing teams such as Jackson Prep, JA, Hartfield, and MRA. This year, the Bruins will have to face them in playoffs. The Bruins are now 6-1 in the regular season and are looking to get better from these early season games before they have to face the 6A teams later in the season for district.
The boys' basketball season looks pretty promising this year. Signing off, I'm Malick Yedjou.